Just exit out to my, okay. Okay, now we're back. Aimed head. I have enough action points. Sure, I'm still bleeding. Let's do... How is this thing doing? I want to go into that little menu. It's friggin' exiting. It's going back to my desktop for some reason. We're gonna do with audio strike. Let's do this. Got him. You won. It was not that hard, was it? Leave your arena by clicking on the gate, spend your XP, and get on to the next fight. You have been healed. Remember to save. You are going to die soon. F5 for quick save. F for quick load. Which I had to save during the tutorial. Got some combat skill points. Still quick save. Let's head back in the gate. Oh, there's 2 on 1 now. Uh-oh. Counterattacks me. What's this whirlwind? Okay. They weren't kidding when I said I was going to die soon. Okay, tagged him. Armor damage reduced by 1 DR. Attack penalty. Uh-oh. Yeah, this ain't going well. Attack of opportunity. Okay, got one of them. Okay. Saying shit, I'm bleeding. Yeah, you got medieval characters saying cuss words. That's how you know this game's hardcore. You aren't kidding. I'm dead. Get up, says the Centurion, kicking you in the ribs. You ain't dead yet. Stop fooling around. Sure, you took a hell of a beating, but there's not a reason to lie there like a dead fish with your innards all over the place. So get up, dust some innards off, put that back in, and continue your quest for self-improvement. Close. New game. Load game. Let's close. We're going to try a new game. We just did that, so start. Welcome to the Age of Decadence. If you want to disable the tutorial, simply check the tutorial again, yada yada yada. If this is your first time playing, you I just did. If your characters, you should send your selected background. The backgrounds are classes. They don't restrict or guide a character's future or skills. Your chosen background determines how your game starts, your place in the world, as well as the starting values for your reputation with various factions. Finally, you can customize your character's appearance. Note, if you select another background, the appearance options will be reset. Whichever your choices, click next proceed to the next screen and allocate your appearance to scattered skill points. If you change your mind, you can always go back to this screen and pick another background. Alright, let's see. Parader, always looking for promising individuals to serve their interests. Mobile houses elevate ambitious men with a diverse set of skills to join a rated Praetorian Guard. While most possess some martial training and patiently wait for the spoils and glory of bloodshed, others still favor the gentle arts of diplomacy and take a discreet yet active role in the court of nobles. Lore Master, preserving understanding, pre-war knowledge, and technology is a lucrative business. An increasing number of people see their salvation in the ashes of the past, and thus the market is becoming saturated with icons and objects from the old empire. Most without any real value, always on the lookout for something of real worth, cataloging and praising them. Lore Masters remain at the front line of this trade. Drifter, for most people, the focus is on trying to belong and have a place to call their own. Drifters display no such sentiments, valuing freedom above all else. Answering to no man, they prefer instead to move freely without the weight of any shackles, never staying in one place for too long. While most thieves prefer to form gangs and act under cover of darkness, grifters see no reason to trade the laws of society for the laws of a guild. Preying upon the gullible with a combination of personal magnetism and persuasion, the guilder's art is rarely noticed. When diplomacy fails, assassination is often the only recourse. Renowned and respected for their ability to resolve disputes with the least amount of bloodshed. Cloaked by the shadows of the night, assassins are in high demand among all strata of society. Whether drawn from a petty dispute or matter of state, blood is blood. Regardless of social fabric, there will always be those that prefer to live in accordance with their own code of conduct outside the law. To a thief, a world in ruins is a world of opportunity. While those that convert power are consumed by deceit, the thieves are turning a tiny profit on their neglected wealth. In a world wide of conflict, those with martial skills are never idle for long. Most mercenaries take on personal conflicts with individual clients, although they are occasionally embroiled in the greater machinations of the noble houses. Determined by gold, their allegiance rides with the highest bidder. Behind every noble's power and every struggle for territory lies the goal of a merchant, respected and feared. More than mere traders, merchants manipulate entire markets and those that depend on them. People with information in favor all have a price, but only merchants know their true worth. Here we'll go with Lore Master. Actually, mercenary sounds pretty cool. Now name him. There we go, give him a nice little beard. As your Victorian art press sounds pretty cool. That dang Lore Master will suit me. Alright, stats and skills. All backgrounds except Drifter have default stats. They're merely suggestions for the selected background. Give you an idea of what works. If you have a better fit, feel free to change the stats as you see fit. There's 600 traits. For first phase, remember not to spread your skill points too thin. If you're playing a fighter, stick with 2 third combat skills, dodge or block, and support skill like critical strike, alchemy, or crafting, until you understand the system better and know how to do more with less. Combat odds are always almost against you, which might make you feel you have a min-max standard chance. However, you can easily get an edge by using different tools the game gives you. Everything matters: attack type, weapon, armor, support items like nets or alchemy potions, and vows, even positioning. If you're playing a non-combat character, focus on the core stats and skills of the chosen profession. Merchants will benefit from high intelligence, charisma. Lore masters need crafting and lore. Grifters do well with charisma, impersonating, and streetwise. You should invest in combat with speech skills to supplement their thieving skills. Introductory vision has a good test of your character's skills. It will tell you what skills are needed and what to expect in general. After trouble combat, try the combat tutorial. Hybrid characters good at talking and fighting are very hard to master in your first run, so we suggest to go through the game for specialists first and leave the hybrids for later. The game is very replayable. Each playthrough will give you a very different experience, so the first playthrough is merely introduction. Please note that once the turn during the character creation, your character's HP will not be increased. Like many of our RPGs, there are no character progression levels, and the HP value is stacked throughout the game. Consider your decisions carefully. So I'm not a command, so as well. Now let's accept the Age of Decadence. Alright. Very interesting premise, I guess. Let's see if the game follows up. The world and empire once ruled lies in ruins. No house that lord over provinces and command vast armies have been reduced to broken city-states. The Imperial Guard, remnants of the Imperial Army, act as a deterrent to open warfare. Knowledge of the old days has all been but forgotten. Hucksters peddle ancient wares of no value to the ignorant, and the lords seek and hoard artifacts that they barely understand. Fanatical mysticism is slowly gaining favor, and long-held resentments are rising to the surface. Some speculate that never war approaches, others actively encouraging it. Times like these bring nothing but suffering for the common man. However, they offer a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to those determined to seize the moment and follow its riches, power, glory, and often untimely death. Your adventure starts in Tehran, a small crumbling town far away from the main crowds of travelers and caravans. It's been dying for the last 100 years. For the last 100 years or so, kept alive only by the combined efforts of its inhabitants. Broken stonework has been replaced by makeshift wooden construction, creating the impression that a new town is slowly emerging from the ruins of the old one. Much like Tehran, the noble house controlling the town has seen better days. Before the war that toppled the empire and the devastation that ensued, House Daratop was one of the most powerful houses, but that was then in times of change. Today it has barely enough strength to gather its hold over the local guilds. As a child, you love listening to the stories about the old days, filled with gods fighting alongside men, power-wielding magi, more demigods than human, and monsters conjured by the Kali Kantari. So when a opportunity presented itself, you signed up as an apprentice to a Lord Master named Feng. Lord Masters have always been rich in demand, while the future offers little to pass as rich. Right for the taking, you just need to know where to dig and what to do with it. That's where Lore Masters come in. To master their craft, they dig through ruins, copy ancient manuscripts, and often while understanding them, trade bits and pieces of pre-war knowledge and appraise anything that looks old. While the Magi are long gone, the machines they built still remain. Lore Masters are the only ones who may have the knowledge to bring them back. Actually, I think I got it messed up. I've been gonna redo my redo this guy's statue so I can make sure he's better at what he's supposed to do. He's a lore master. I shouldn't spread my skills too thin, it tells me. So yes, I'm cheating, I know. Oh boy. Damn, whole tree fell for my girlfriend. The winds are really getting terrible out of there. So if you're in Ohio, be careful out there if you're going out to if you're out to celebrate, or you're probably already are, but fuck it. You already been through this. Come here, apprentice. Fang came to Terra for caravan 2 decades ago. Nobody knew where he came from or why, but he had the bitterness of a man scored by the memory of the life he lost. He was well versed in languages and the antiquities, but the town had already had a lore master. Fortunately for Fang, the lore master fell sick and passed away, despite the best efforts of the local alchemist, who was quite puzzled by the symptoms. Fang became the new lore master, and even earned the favor of Lord Exodus after discovering several Darton relics. You finished translating the scroll. Never mind, I have a better job for you. Someone again has a trinket they want me to look at. Why don't you handle it? Just remember what I taught you. Take a good look, show some excitement, then tell them that it's a very valuable artifact that's worth a lot to the right collector, and that they were right to bring it to us on its true value. If it worse thinking, then ask for 100 Imperials to research it further. Well, it actually is a valuable artifact. Artifact, I've been stuck in this shithole you call a town for the last 20 years. Year after year, farmers and diggers do everything they found for a lucky break. They bring bracelets, cheap pottery, or steel locks, pipes, chamber pots, even deformed skulls. Sad truth that this town doesn't have anything of value, which is probably the only reason Exodus is still in charge. Weren't you listening? Every year, peasants bring me junk to prey. It's good business. Here's Vodes. After spending weeks and sometimes months on the road, they have an unhealthy appetite for cheap wine, stove-cooked meals, and women wearing to shit their beds for a few coins. You navigate through the busy crowd upstairs. The trader's room is easy to find. Earn the master I sent for, asked Gracious, letting you in. I'm Blow Tally, Master Fang's apprentice. Should my master's attention be required, I'll send for him. Where's the artifact? Right here. You open the scroll carefully and study it for a few minutes. Looks like no area at the Penny Temple. There's an old seal at the bottom. The name of the seal is Store Agolf. It's a very valuable artifact that's worth a right to a collector. He will rise and bring it to us to learn its true value. And what might its true value be? Perhaps you're starting to sound different, but it's obvious that Fang's simple form worked with magic. For someone who's interested in the High Lord's artifacts, it could be worth thousands. I have to study the map further, of course, to determine its history and value. Please forgive this uneducated trader, Master Will Tally, but who are the High Lords? I will be presenting this map to Lord Antis tomorrow, and I'll impress his lordship with bits of knowledge. According to the legends, the High Lords were our allies in the war, to the glorious empire and the ruthless Kentari. While their nature is debatable, most lore masters agree that it was definitely supernatural. This map bears the seal of Thor Agnoth, or Torgolf as he was known. What's the significance of that? Dorgoth's title was the Artificer. He built many machines, but most were destroyed during the war or lost after. There are many people who hope that some caches survive and can be recovered. They collect and study Dorgoth's argument. Looking for clues. That's why we want to be absolutely certain that the seal that makes the map so valuable isn't a fake, and it might be embarrassing for you otherwise. Unless of course you insist that. Of course not, Master. Please take the map and study it properly. And the money, I'm sure you know what the standard research fee is. Gracious gives you a small purse without any enthusiasm. You're about to leave when you notice Gaius' hesitation. There's something else I'd like you to look at. You seem very knowledgeable. He pauses and reaches inside his sash. I found it where I found the map. He gives you a small object. It's a metal spear with grooves on its surface. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's an artifact. I'll show it to Master Fang and let you know what he thinks. You're about to leave when the innkeeper stops you. Another guest is in need of your services. He's a prospector. Would you be kind enough to take a look? Sure. The innkeeper sees one of his slaves to get the prospector. It's a man with sun-darkened skin, unkempt hair, and a heavy beard. His faded, worn-out clothes are covered with road dust. He opens his bag, takes out a dozen carefully wrapped items of various sizes, and slowly removes the dirty rags protecting them. Browse through his treasures, gears, pottery, hammer, and scrolls with faded gnarled decipherable letters with strange liquids. Anything you want to buy? Asked the prospector anxiously. I'm embarrassed to admit, but I find myself without sufficient funds to pay for a comfortable place to stay. Although I'm sure that some of these artifacts are bound to fetch a high price. But look at his beauty. He bears a rusted cylinder with a spiral groove. This could very well be the definition of a mysterious device. For a wondrous artifact, no doubt. What do you think, Lord Master? It's called a worm and is missing a gear that goes with it. It was a common device. Prospector unwraps another artifact, ruined charged skull. Skull of a Magi. Power burns deep through him, much like it did when he was alive, walking the earth and battling demons. When nights are dark, it goes too long for you to keep the demons at bay. It does have magic, but it's dangerous and will kill you if you keep it. Stay away from anything that glows in the dark. The old magic is like fire. Fire can keep you warm, cook your food, help you forge weapons and tools, but it can also bring down house of course. When you lose control, which we don't have to begin with, not anymore. Special charter keeps me safe. Prospector shows you the strange amulet in his face, ears with greed. Take a look. Turn over your hands thoroughly, adorned with beads engraved with runes. It appears to be a ceremonial bowl of some sort, strangely wrapped. That is unusual for artifacts of the old empire. Who knows what arcane forces have been unleashed on it? Two small metal drums are affixed to the underside, too awkwardly angled to the supports of the wall. You wrap one for no risen, hollow, reservis. Perhaps contains of a sacred liquid for the bowl. You are unsure, but you keep your special completely neutral. It wouldn't do for the punches to see your uncertainty. Unprofessional. Let's see. Jump to the very fact I'm saying here before, you should attest to the quality of his charm. How much do you want for it? 500. You should consider yourself lucky that I'm willing to sell it. The very fact that I'm staying here before you should attest to the quality of charm. Nobody in this town will pay 500 for it, so you can starve to death or sell it to me for 300. You should consider yourself lucky that I'm willing to buy it. Jewels are at least 300. There's no way I'm letting you go for at least 500. I'll think about it. You have the money, don't you? That's the Empire, keeping the exchange of interest. The only reason I'm letting him stay on credit because you promised to buy that junk. I better see some money soon, or I'm kicking him out. Sorry, no money for you. How'd it go? Well, I got a map, a spear, and 100 Imperials, and everything to Fang. A map and a spear, oh, what a glorious day. The seal looks real. I better take a look tomorrow and let you know in the morning. As for the spear, it's just a bead from some necklace. He counts 50 Imperials and gives them to you, along with the spear. Thank you, Master. Rest for the night. The map is ordinary. No X marks the spot here. The seal is interesting and well preserved, but it's worth no more than 100 Imperials. Maybe Antinous will buy it. You'll see when you have a chance. He gives you the map. What about the traitor Gracius? Almost forgot. He's dead, so you can keep the map. Apparently he wasn't welcome in this town, and with the Assassin's Guild almost off for weeks, I'm surprised he made it as far as the end. Anything else you want me to do, Master? As a matter of fact, you see, Wotal, being a lore master isn't about dealing with rarities. Knowing how to deal with people is equally important. I believe I neglected this part of your education, but fortunately it should be easy to fix. Lore Master Antinous has invited another lore master to Tehran. He was to say, I don't share his opinion that two heads are better than one. And I'll be very grateful if you find a way to get rid of the new lore master. You also get your feature and learn a valuable lesson at the same time. His name is Cassius. He's probably at the end already, so don't waste time. Are you asking me to kill him? It takes no cause. You have much to learn, Will. We have a door on your side. You do not remove it. Perhaps you think that a man is the door, that a man's life would like to have an insect. It's valuable. Truly, I should be charging for these lessons. Take this dagger, Wotal, and go. Prove that my faith in you wasn't misplaced. Uh-oh. This is going to be fun. Time to quick save. Okay, new set we can review. Increase your skills, 19 skill points gained. Use our combat skill points. Alright, I got a dagger. Might as well use them while I got them. So let's see, lockpick, sneak. Okay, so those are general skill points. Let's do Streetwise. Hear the blacksmith hammering something to an anvil. Before you reach the smith, you sound on the front says, oh boy, I missed that. Oh boy. You can fast travel to places that are shown on the local map if you wish to leave town. Click on the rural map, yada yada yada. Alright. So where is this Cassius fellow? Oh, there he is. It's F5 it. 42-year-old Lower Master Cassius, contemporarily called Young Cassius by his gray-haired colleagues, has never understood the appeal of digging through dirt and ruins like a rat. Save prefers to spend his time among unique preserved skulls, studying the work of many prominent Lower Masters in the antiquity and hundreds of occupied contemporaries he considered indispensable. Master Cassius was working on a second tractate analyzing manifestations of the divine will in the year 4052, when Antidus and missionaries invited him to Turon. Cassius arrived early and was getting tired of waiting when you show up and grace him with your attention. Is there something you want? Lord Antidus has sent me to escort you. I'm sorry to bother you. Leave or... Oh, let's do this. Let's do some grimy shit. You aren't getting it, are you? You want to stay here, you will die. Do you want to wake up every day wondering if today's the day? You want to live in fear, never knowing when the assassin will strike? Then I'll leave. You don't have to worry about me anymore. There's eagerness in Cassius' eyes, but it's not the eagerness to leave. He thinks that he's outsmarted you, so he'll probably go to Antidus the moment you leave him, even if you drag him, kicking and screaming. He's too close to the prize just to leave. You want to kill him when he least expect it, or leave him alone. Perception success. Sorry, it's going to be making a bloody mess and failure to hit any vital organs. Cassius draws his answer and prepares to make his desperate stand. Uh-oh. Oh, that went well. Oh, I might not be able to fight, but he can't either. Alright. That wasn't too hard. Probably shouldn't make a habit of that. Wizard Apprentice, Cassius is no longer a problem. So young Cassius is gone and Barbara is no more. Good riddance, I say. Such a pompous ass boy was that. Well, I owe you a lot more than what I paid you. Let's forgive an old man's habits. I'd like to give you this. Fang carefully unwraps a small bundle and gives you a ring. It's a heavy silver ring covered with slowly governing runes. While the metal feels cold to touch, the glowing runes burn your fingertips. It's a famous ring of General Galbo explains Fang. The ring was crafted by Council of Magi to grant General with special powers, which made him susceptible to battle. After General's death, the ring was thought to be lost and hasn't been seen for centuries. There's without a doubt one of the most important relics of the Empire. Its reappearance is a great omen. What did you lose? Zinc, sulfide, phosphorus? You have a inquisitive mind. We must always seek logical explanations first, and then only then should we consider a supernatural one. So as I was saying, the ring trades many hands until it was somehow acquired by your great-grandfather. Since you are quite obviously possessing such an artifact, you decide to offer to Lord Antinous, who, as everyone knows, is the true and only son of the Empire, as a tribute with me so far. Yeah, I got me in. Very well then. Alright. Here we go. It's the palace. What do you want? Your friend is friends, are you not? Come in, I want to show you something. What do you think? 70 artifacts. Maybe that shit was pointless. A well-dressed notice. Oh boy. That didn't work. So what that was all about. Stay for an idolatry compound. Tall palisade point stakes force for perimeter compound, augmented by a regular armed patrol. There are two entrances that you can see. One leads to the main building, Do you ever see the guardhouse? Unfortunately, both fixtures lie in the shadow of guard towers manned by crossbowmen. Talk your way in. Oh boy. So I gotta solve this guy's problem so I can see the Lord. Here's just let me. It feels good to help out people. So that's the bandit cap. That's very easy. Fast travel kind of takes the guesswork out of it. Let's do F5. Here's a small forest camp in a clearing. Rough boards notes to trees for recruit. Ah, boy. I'm here to negotiate. Found this fine young man walking alone in these very dangerous woods. When he told us he's nephew of a local lord, we decided to keep him company and do our best to ensure his safety. I'm sure that his uncle would appreciate your help. Your orders generate 1,000 coins should be enough, I think. I pass on the message. You want 1,000 coins, huh? Yeah, so make sure you're following me on Twitter, Screwface Capone. That's usually, when I'm going to be online. I usually announce when I'm going to stream and what I'm going to play like a few minutes before I actually get online. Also check out my YouTube channel, also Screwface Capone. So it's going to be blowing up big this coming year. Alright, you managed to talk me into something else. That's pretty cool. Yeah. We're gonna try to reload. Try to reload my quick save. See if you'll listen to the other one. Damn. Camp is fenced off from two sides to prevent raiders from being attacked on all fronts. Hey, you didn't want the ring. Ooh, new skill points. Alright. Let's see. Let's do a quick save first. I don't think there is anything I have to do here. So let's just get on with it. Taking the demise of Imperial Guards at the hands of the boatmen is a good omen. Lord Antonius steps up to the recruitment efforts of House Duraton. Partners are granted bandits and raiders willing to serve the house, and mercenaries are hired to master Commercium's gold. Allow the Imperial Guards to keep the newly arrived fighting men in check. The town quickly descends into near lawlessness. Coming little more than a camp, mercenary are waiting for the order to march. Though Antonius seems to hold the reins of the Celsar Legion, it is the Commercium who pays their wages, and the only loyalty a mercenary truly recognizes is the one who pays them. By giving the paybacks for the entire Legion, the Commercium effectively becomes Antonius' shadow partner, greatly expanding their influence and control over local trade. Backed by the Legion, the Commercium's influence goes rapidly alongside control of their local trade. Bored and seeking entertainment, they camp mercenaries to spend their coins at the Commercium establishments almost as quickly as they can earn them, making it a very profitable enterprise indeed. Managed to get rid of Cassius, which secured Fang's position as Lord Antonius' personal War Master. Also, on the artifacts failed to pass scrutiny of a true War Master, trees inspired Lord Antonius with sense of infallibility. Whew. You gotta find its dominant soup to miss or something like that, or whatever his name is. He sounded Trump's not seeing Robert and Kara, and almost immediately crates, rows, and sacks start flowing through the gates, followed by chained, dust-covered slaves and tired guards. Well, he's just as I to witness the last act of the drama, finding the flow in his gold and possibly life. The Doug is now reared and regard using an extra bonus, 2 for the price of 1. I think it ended well. You gotta go with my weapon? What the fuck? No. Yep, I'm dead. Oh well. I think we'll call it a night for right now. Right now. So thanks for joining me. This is Age of Decadence. So maybe next time I'll load the game and probably do something better. It's a pretty interesting game. Like, it doesn't always center around combat. You know, it's about like words and the plot and the story. So it's pretty cool. Graphics are kind of ordinary, but then again, these games really aren't about the graphics. But anyway, thanks for joining me tonight. Y'all have a happy new year, and hope you have a great 2019.